can feel it down in my plums. When I hear a sound, a rap at the door, my young son Gabriel walks in.
And welcome back to Let the Boys Watch, an entertaining podcast brought to you by Going Great Productions. And on this week's episode, it was the boys' pick, part 2. And we decided to watch the 2025 superhero movie, Superman. Superman was written and directed by James Gunn and based off the Superman comics created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. Superman stars David Corenswet, Rachel Brosnahan, Nicholas Hoult, Edie Gathegi, Anthony Carrigan, Nathan Fillion, Isabela Merced, Wendell Pierce, and Bradley Cooper. Alongside me is the Cuz. Cuz Ben, how we feeling?
Super. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Duper. Thanks for asking. And alongside Cuz, myself, co-host, good friend Ryan. How you doing?
Feeling good. Excited to talk about this film. Robbie, how you doing?
Doing good. Super excited to talk about this film.
Man, that's great.
Maybe we should have went to SeaWorld instead.
Wish.
No. But yeah,
Could have
like
stopped by
Robbie.
the Vietnam store in Times Square.
Like Robbie said, this is Let the Boys Watch, and typically we'll watch movies that one or all of us haven't seen. We usually come up with some kind of a theme, put it up for a vote. Last couple weeks we watched whatever we wanted because we felt like it. But if you want to get involved in those votes, please follow us on Instagram, Let the Boys Watch Pod. You can also email us at ltbwpodcast@gmail.com. Give us some suggestions. Let us know what you want to have us watch, talk about, tell us, you disagree with what we said about any of the films that we reviewed, or that you agree and you want to give us some flowers. We'd appreciate that. So message us there. And also, Benny, tell them where else they could do stuff.
Yeah, please follow us on YouTube if you prefer to watch us that way. Just search Let the Boys Watch Superman. And then when you find us, please make sure to subscribe so you don't have to search for us every week. We'll just show up right on your home screen when you go to YouTube. Leave a comment, give us a like. It means a lot to us. It helps us with the algorithm, or so they say. I don't know because you guys never do that. So if you can find it in your heart, please follow us on YouTube.
Please. Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, you're not gonna do it, but it'd be nice. So we'll get to some segments, favorite characters, least favorite scenes. We'll give some plum scores, do overall impressions. But first, we're gonna do a little bit of a recap. So if you haven't watched this yet,
Where you been?
whatever. It's on HBO. You can watch it for quote unquote free if you like. But maybe you saw it in theaters and you forgot a few things. So, um, Superman is a little weaker than we've seen him typically. He movie opens him getting beat the fuck out of, and um, then some stuff happens. Lex Luthor's angry. Lois Lane's pretty cool, I guess. And then Superman wins, and that's the end. What I do, guys.
Hey,
Fantastic.
anytime you have a review that goes, then some stuff happened, you know you're really getting the weeds here.
Oh yeah. I had a tough time thinking about this one. So let's do some overall impressions, really talk about the film, and we'll do some plum scores. Does anyone want to start with their overall impression?
That's Joe DiMaggio.
All right. The hitting streak continues going first here. I'm not, when it comes to like comic books, I wouldn't say a comic book guy, but when I am a comic book guy, it was always more Marvel. DC was just never my speed. I didn't watch any of the cartoons growing up. So when I did start watching comic book movies and getting into the comic book lore, it was because of a new Marvel came out. So, there's been so many of those. I watched the whole Infinity War saga. Um, and there was just always these lame DC movies or start and stops. And the only good thing that came out was, to my knowledge, was the Dark Knight trilogy. And I think I saw Man of Steel in theater. I'm sure we'll get into that at some point. I think I remember liking that. But this was good. This was really good. The first maybe 20 minutes or so, I was like, a little corny, a little cheesy, but then it like hit its stride and it hit all those James Gunn notes. All the characters started to develop a little bit, and I just felt in the world and attached to the movie and what kept wanting to see what was going to happen next, thinking about, hopefully they come out with another one of these. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. It wasn't too deep. I loved, a lot of the visuals. I thought it was done really well. And even though I went in with it a little bit of skepticism because of all the heroes, I feel like Superman's the lamest because like he's just pretty much all powerful. So that was always why I feel like he was never going to be my favorite because I do like them to have their weakness. But they did a good job with that, I feel like, in this movie. And, I'm sure there's so much Superman lore that I just don't know of and I'm ignorant to that I could be proven wrong on that. But yeah, Superman, they're my favorite, and I was never like really interested in him. But I thought this movie was really good, and I'm like excited for the next one and hopefully kind of see how they build out this universe.
Okay. Robbie, would you like me to go or would you like to go?
I can go. I'm not really a, a comic book guy. I do love the Batman movies, maybe not Val Kilmer, maybe not George Clooney, but the rest of them I really do enjoy, especially the Christian Bale ones. But yeah, I never was really a comic book guy growing up, or like cartoon guy growing up. Uh, but yeah, no, I thought this movie was fucking awful. I hated this movie so much.
Really?
I thought it was terrible. I thought it was terrible. I really did. Thought the story sucked. I thought the characters sucked. Everybody kind of annoyed me. I did not like it at all. It was a drag. It was a drag to get through. Um, it was boring for me, man. I don't know. I'm not really a Superman guy, unless it's Henry Cavill and that fantastic shin line. But no, I couldn't. I hated this movie. It's one of the worst movies of the
Really?
year of the year for me.
Was it just like you weren't bought in, or it's just like it just felt like super uh I don't know, like I don't want to say implausible, but I mean you kind of knew that going in. Like was there anything specific that really stood out to you as like something that you just couldn't get into?
The story I couldn't get into. I don't know. I thought it was stupid. I thought some of the things that was pretty lame for me to kind of. I know it's not supposed to believe him, but the big giant turtle. I mean, that was stupid. Um, Things like that really kind of annoyed me. Some of the characters really, really annoyed me. The Nathan Fillion character and those guys, that was almost laughable to me. Some of those guys and Mr. Terrific, like I don't know. Some of that stuff is I don't know. It wasn't like cool to me. It wasn't like who knows, Penguin type stuff or Bane or the Joker. Like that stuff's great because it has like a different depth to it. It's like real emotion and real characters. Like from here, I'm like, there's no depth for me. There's no emotions for me. It's just, if I wanted to see Bradley Cooper talk like a fucking idiot, I'd watch another one of his stupid movies. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's just the story took me out, but I don't like corny stuff and it just felt very corny the entire time. I don't know. It's a lot of things. I just the Justice League, whoever those guys' names were, Green Lantern,
Justice
Bobby,
Gang.
yeah, the Jizz Liquid Swords. I don't know who it was, but they were just like once like I don't know. He didn't look like a superhero. He looked so stupid. I don't know. And then the Boris Yeltsin, he annoyed me. It was just a bunch of stuff really just annoyed me this movie, and I couldn't stand it. And it just solidified my place in why I hate superhero movies, and I do not like watching them.
I don't know how far down the rabbit hole we want to go with this because I mean we have a whole hour to fill and I want to get to Ryan's thoughts, but like I friggin' loved the Justice Gang. Like I thought like again, like when they were fighting the turtle, I was like kind of corny. Like I mean they're really putting all their effort into Superman, and then like as like they did become the joke, like I really was all in on Nathan Fillion, like just being like the ego, like having the ego and like just being the joke and being the butt of the joke. And I just feel like that's very, maybe because I'm used to the James Gunn style where like they take themselves seriously, but like that's kind of the hallmark of his movies, at least to me, like Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff, where they don't really take it too seriously. Like they do like to kind of poke fun at some of the tropes. And like I know that there's again, I don't know, maybe Ryan can fill in a little bit more. Like there's a lot of shitty Green Lantern content. And I almost felt like this was like kind of the wink and the nod to like how shitty the Green Lantern always is. And in this movie, he's shitty, but that's kind of the joke. And like, you know what I mean? Like they lean into it a little bit there. Let's get into it more because I'm kind of glad you have this take because I do want to like dig in a little bit. And I hope Ryan has a little bit more backstory to maybe some of this stuff because I'm very surface level with it. But yeah, some of the stuff that you're talking about, I really enjoyed about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. And I think um of the three of us, I probably have the most comic book knowledge, I guess, just because I read a lot of them growing up and um a lot of the things in this, like as an example, Green Lantern's stupid haircut is from comic book lore, and they did that purposefully. But that doesn't mean you should do this. Robbie's 100% correct. This movie was absolute dog shit. This movie
Really?
stunk, and I hated every second of it. And I like James Gunn, and I love Guardians of the Galaxy. Peacemaker is awesome. I don't I don't know what it's going to be hard for me to pinpoint exactly what I hated, but Robbie was right when he said there's no depth. It feels like they were trying to cram as much as they could into this movie to like kickstart this new cinematic universe, and that's fine.
Yeah, I want to
But
talk about that.
right, and but it just nothing hit for me. The I shouldn't say nothing. I enjoyed Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane.
Oh,
I
please.
think the Superman was pretty good, whatever his name is, David something. Um,
Corenswet.
Krumholtz.
Crumholtz.
Crimmins. David Crimmins.
Um, I think I liked Cavill's Superman better, and Reeves' Superman better. Um, but I thought it was corny. Again, there was no depth. The story was stupid. And um a lot of people talking about how great Holt was as Lex Luthor, and like
Same,
fine.
same.
I thought it was terrible, and like I get it. There's so much Superman stuff out there, and I'm sure that they were like, we don't want to do another origin story. Fine, I get that. But like you come in and it's like you get like 4 seconds of Clark Kent. Lex Luthor just fucking hates Superman for what reason, I don't know.
Same. That's
And
sorry, that's what I was gonna say too. I want you to butt in.
no, go
That's what I'm
ahead,
saying.
butt
Like
in.
you just get introduced to Lex Luthor, and it's like no backstory as to why they just hate each other
Yeah.
and why he's like that.
I mean, I know from comic books and other movies, but like, give me something. Give me, like, if this is like the reboot of this universe, then you gotta, I think you gotta start stronger than this. Now, will they potentially backfill some of this in future films or in shows or whatever? Maybe, I don't know. But like, I just, as a film specifically, I don't think this is like the doom of this DC thing that Gunn is trying to do. But this was a weak start for me. I did not like it.
Yeah, that was going to be the issue that I brought up is I wish that there was more backstory to some of them. And specifically the thing that I brought up was Lex Luthor. Like I would have wanted more Lex Luthor backstory. Like I feel like just through the years, you probably know a lot of Superman's backstory just through pop culture. So if you're
Right.
going to skip a lot of that, that's fine. I personally don't know Lex Luthor's backstory. I don't know. I did love his character in this movie. I enjoyed his performance. But that I think is the line that they were towing was like how many like if they would have made a 2.5, 3 hour movie with origins plus this story, like people would be like, all right, man, like we know the backstory for all this. But on my other side of that coin is if you are truly launching this new DC universe and you want to bring in people like Robbie, like I was very when I was thinking about this point, it was because of like someone like Robbie, you were trying to pull in like yes, he probably knows a lot of Superman stuff, but why does Lex Luthor hate him? You know, where is all this stuff coming from? Like this almost feels like the second movie of
Of something. Yeah.
of a Superman story. Um and it stinks, but like when it came down to it, I did enjoy it, but I see what you guys are saying as far as, not having that backstory, because that was the one thing that I thought of.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like, and we don't know, or I don't know, like what James Gunn is trying to do here. It just seems like to me that he was like, they know all that stuff already and just go with things. But like, I was reading reviews and like stuff on the internet and stuff, and people are like, where's this flying dog coming from? And I'm like, I know who Crypto is, like from Superman stuff, but like, a lot of these things you're just like introducing, like even Mr. Terrific, I thought was like actually a pretty cool character in this. But like, where are all these heroes and villains? Like Ultraman, like, yeah, oh, he's a clone. Like, okay, great. Like, it seemed like everything was just like bam, 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 bam. Here's some stuff. Superman almost loses, but then he wins, and everyone's happy. And then we'll see what happens. It, I just, I know there's been a million origin stories, but like, give me a little more than a couple of title cards in the beginning of the film, and like 5 minutes of like Robbie said, Bradley Cooper talking like an idiot.
Yeah.
Give me
Yeah.
some Kents. We got like 4 seconds of them. Like, yeah, I know we all know who the Kents are, but these are new characters. They're trying to do this new story. Like, give me a little more. Sorry.
If you're doing it, sorry, Benny.
No, go ahead.
If you're doing a new story, and like you said, like if you're gonna just like cater to one specific group of people who know all the backstories and read the comics and know Superman, yeah, that's great. But you're gonna lose out on people that don't really. But why would I want to go watch number two if I saw number one and I'm like, there's no backstory? Yeah, I know who Lex Luthor is. Yeah, I get that. I had no idea who Crypto was. I was like, why the fuck is this dumb, ugly looking dog flying around kicking people's ass? I just had no idea about this stuff, and it kind of pissed me off because I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. I have no idea why Lex Luthor is bad, why he hates Superman. Again, no backstory on the Kents. I thought the voice recognition of um, Superman's parents were stupid as shit. It's like, yeah, no, one of the guys who's deep in the FBI matched the voices, and it's true. And then everybody's turning on Superman like he just didn't save the entire fucking metropolis. I don't know. Everything just felt rushed, and there was, like I said, again, I'll keep using the word depth, but there was nothing there for me. It wasn't like a genuine story. Like I watched the Batman with Robert Pattinson. That was like 3.5 hours, and that was fucking fantastic. There was so much stuff. I understand it's long, and I get it, but it's night and day difference when I watch the Batman and when I watch Superman.
Yeah. And
I think they went.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say very quickly because you said this earlier, and Benny referenced it as well. Like, James Gunn did Guardians of the Galaxy, which is about a bunch of like unknown superheroes in the comic book. I mean, to the majority of people, people in the comic book world knew them. And it was fantastic. We got a lot of depth, we got a lot of comedy. And this is like almost like it's this, like if there was a cookie cutter of Guardians of the Galaxy, this kind of is the same cookie cutter, but this was made with like garbage instead of cookies. Like it's like a very similar movie. Like, oh, stuff's happening. There's a little bit of comedy and a little bit of emotion and like whatever. But those are so good. Like, and I don't want you to be soured on superhero movies because there's better ones out there than this. I think this was even the Snyder. I think even the Snyder Superman's better. I'd rather watch Batman versus Superman than this with Ben Affleck.
I
Matt
like.
Damon.
I
Matt
think
Damon.
that I think a lot of this was like just a big pivot off of people had their issues with Man of Steel, like being
Right.
super dark, and him like killing somebody in that movie. But that whole story was like the kind of the origin of him like figuring out what the fuck, like I have all this power, like how do I live with it? And no, I killed somebody. I understand now what it means to kill somebody. Like, I appreciated that. Like in this movie, he doesn't kill, excuse me. He doesn't kill, and he's super upset when Molly dies in front of him, and but you again, it's not something that you have the knowledge of that if you're just going into this movie. Like there are things that, it's assuming you know a lot about this character. Um, and while I enjoyed it, I definitely understand, what Robbie's saying.
Yeah. I don't know. It's and I came in a little hot. There's some parts that I like you were talking about. I did enjoy Superman's like human element, but I the Clark Kent thing, there needs to be more of that. And I didn't like the fact that he was getting beat up. Like, yeah, I get it. Superman's lame because he's all powerful, but Superman is all powerful. Like, he should be kicking ass all over the place. He should be flying around the earth, turning back time. That's what I want from Superman. If I
I
want
Shout out
thought
people getting
Cher.
beat up,
Shout
I
out
watch
Cher.
Batman. What's
I
that?
thought
Was it shout out Cher?
Yeah. If I could find a way. So, I don't know.
you want to do some scores.
Yes. Before we do
I'll,
scores, really quick, I'm sorry. Robbie, when you turned this off, were you just like, motherfucker?
Angry. I was angry when I
Angry.
turned this off. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
I knew as soon as I finished watching this, I was like, A, I hated it. B, Robbie's gonna fucking hate this movie. I was like, and Benny, I don't know. I'm curious.
No, I turned this movie off and I said, time to go to bed. I don't care what time it is. Just pack it up and
Pack it
forget
up.
this day. Forget this
Yeah.
day even ever
this
existed.
day's a wash. I'm gonna go 8.4 on this.
Whoa.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm excited for what's next. That's my enjoyment score. Like I did have fun with this movie. I thought I liked the fact that it was comic booky in a way. There was a lot of stuff kind of happening in the background, like when Superman's having the conversation with Lois and the
The imp in
amoeba
the
thing is
background.
like in the back, and the Justice Gang is going after them. That was visually stunning. Like a lot of this, like the special effects were so good in this movie. Like I was sitting here, like even though you know I have a nice TV, a nice sound system, I was like, I can't imagine what this would have been like in like IMAX or something at Lincoln Square, like a huge screen. Because a lot of that you could tell is definitely, like when they're going through the anti-proton river in the pocket universe, like that, it was 100% made for IMAX and like just, being in your face like that. But yeah, I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all the characters. Mr. Terrific, fantastic. Um, yeah, I'll go 8.4.
Nice. Robbie, me, you.
You can go. That's fine.
Um, I I'm like upset because what you said, this feels more comic booky. Normally I would like that. I love comic books. I'm a huge nerd, but like this just didn't do it for me. 5.1. This was rough. Like I did not a few things I enjoyed. We'll get to those, but overall I was just like, ugh. And I'm mad because I'm also excited for what's next. So like I don't and I think a lot of that has to do with honestly Peacemaker, which is an awesome show. And
Yeah, I
that's
really want to watch it.
James Gunn too. Oh, yeah, it's fucking awesome. I was watching it all day today. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I'll go 3.2. This movie stunk. I hated it. It's
Get him.
awful. I never want to see it again. I'm not interested now in anything. I'm not here to bash superhero movies. I love the standalone Wolverine movie. Loved it. Loved the first Deadpool. I mean, I love that kind of stuff. But you're trying to get people back into a new universe and a new story. You got to give me some backstory because I'm not up on the times of Superman. The last one I watched is probably the Henry Cavill one, and that was a long time ago. And I forgot a lot of things. Make it interesting. I actually was kind of pissed. Again, like I said, I was kind of pissed because they just showed Lex Luthor like just whatever, evil and like and taking over the world. Like I didn't get a single backstory of that, and that pissed me off. And really, what shocked me too was that I thought Nicholas Hoult sucked as Lex Luthor. Give me Gene Hackman, bring him back.
It's crazy because
Yeah.
like you did get kind of get the Lex Luthor story at the end of the movie, but it happened so quick and like it was after everything had already happened. So you have to go put his monologue at the end, you have to then apply it to all of his actions that happened earlier in the film. You know what I mean? Like he's just jealous. You know, he says it. I'm envious. I'm jealous. It's not fair that you're this alien and you're here and everybody loves you. And I guess that's his origin story. Like, because like I said, I really don't know. But you got that, and between that and the clone stuff happening right at the end, it was like it's good. It makes a lot of sense, but like I wish more of it was alluded to during the rest of the movie. At least the clone stuff. Like you could have hinted at it a little bit more. Like I know if you go back and watch the movie again, you're like, oh, that's obvious. Like that's who Ultraman is, but I don't know. It was kind of a surprise to me, but I'm also an idiot. So I mean, probably a lot of people watching and knew right from the beginning.
It, but even that, like you're getting that, and you're just like, oh, he's envious of an all-powerful being. Like that's why you want to punch a hole in the fucking universe, or like take over an entire country. Like I just wish there was more something. I don't know. I just like didn't care enough to hate him, and I didn't care enough about any of the like good characters to like care that they got hurt or like worry that they might not get out of this or whatever. It just, yeah, I just didn't care about like any characters, good or bad. Stupid.
Yeah, that was
Um, Whatever. Well, is that the lowest score that we've ever given a movie? Three, what would you give it? 3.2?
yeah, I gave
Well,
Idiocracy a 2.5.
Oh, that's right.
didn't you
That's
give
right.
Mallrats a 1 point something or is
Yeah,
No,
maybe.
no, I didn't. I gave it
I
like a 6 point something. I think I
yeah,
gave it a higher
something
score
bad.
than you, Ben, and you liked it.
yeah.
It's funny that we bring up Mallrats because I do have to. This doesn't fit in anywhere, and I wanted to
I
make this
can I
point.
can I guess it?
Of course.
You're thinking about Superman and Lois Lane having sex and him blowing a load
Yes.
through her back.
There's no way he doesn't blow a load like a shotgun, like they say in Mallrats. There's no way that he doesn't like even okay, fine. He ejaculates like a normal person. Fine. I'll you want to tell me that? I'll buy that. But you can tell me he's not gonna like break all her ribs,
Sense
like just
tense
like
up.
because he's the fucking strongest thing on earth. Like that's what I also don't like is they never like he might get a little mad and he doesn't like break a doorknob. Like none of that shit ever happens. You want to do a new take on Superman? Show him walking around fucking breaking everything because he's that strong. He's
Yeah.
crazy strong, and they never show him like making mistakes like that. It's crazy.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to post because I was thinking the
No,
same
it's
exact
fine.
thing.
It's
Like
I
that
don't care.
line was running through my head the whole movie.
Yeah. There's no way they could have sex safely. No way. Um, all right. Um, Characters?
Yeah.
All right.
Faves?
Yeah, we'll do favorites, I guess.
You guys lead off. I'll go third because I have enough to get me through.
Okay. Robbie, you want to start?
Yeah, I'll go first. Anthony Carrigan as Metropolis Man, whatever his name was. Um,
No.
it's just good. It was just fantastic to see Noho Hank outside of
Oh, I thought
Barry.
you were doing least favorite. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I love him, and that's it. Everybody else I hated, except for Rachel Brosnahan. Please forget about it. The plums, the bonus, I had to tuck under the old belt a couple times because she's out of control.
No, ho, Hank.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, I'll go Rachel Brosnahan. Yes, I also agree she is extremely attractive, but I did actually like her portrayal of Lois Lane. I thought it was pretty good. She was probably the character I cared the most about in this. Um, which I mean, I should probably care more about like Superman or one of the Kents, or like even if Lex was a well-rounded character in some way, I might have picked him as my favorite. But yeah, I'll go Lois Lane. I thought her portrayal of Lois Lane was very good, better than some of the others recently. So good on her. I will also say that I'm very attracted to her. So good for you.
Who was the Lois Lanes and the other ones?
Amy Adams and
Whack, whack.
I forget there. Then there's like a bunch of shows that
Yeah.
they did. The CW probably did a fucking bunch of
Dean
them.
Cain.
Is Smallville still going on, or did they
Smallville, no, but
reboot it?
I think it's like called like Superman and Lois or something, but it like just ended like as this was starting because I guess DC or whoever was like, we don't want like competing storylines or something.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give it up to my man Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern. Like he's the one that made me like just giggle the most, like just the whole Justice Gang and not like letting it go. And him and Elemental Man at the end, where he's like, "Yo, you can't just join. You can't just join the Justice Gang." And he's like, "Oh, it's a great
Cool
name." He's like,
name.
"All right, you're in.
You're in.
You're in." Uh, like just him being so clueless and so what's the word I'm looking for?
Full of himself.
Oblivious, yeah, and full of himself. And when they're in Jaharapur or whatever it is at the end, and he's doing the Green Lantern stuff, and the middle fingers just start coming up out of the ground to flip the tanks and stuff. I enjoyed. I just enjoyed that take on the Green Lantern, and literally, I've never seen any other Green Lantern movie, TV show, anything. I just know that every time one of them comes out, it always gets shit on. So for him to be like this corny dude as Green Lantern, I was like all in on that, and felt like, to me, at least, it was like kind of a wink and a nod to all the crap that's come out with him.
Fair. Um, keep it rolling with least favorite, Ben.
I'm gonna go. Let me pull it up. I don't have her name in front of me. Yes, I do. Maria Gabriela Di Faria as the engineer. I just don't know why I didn't
Ugh.
like that character, and I feel like for some reason her CGI sucked compared to like literally everything else in the movie. Like felt super choppy when she was. I mean, it was also some of the most intricate CGI, like the way all like the nano things came out of her and everything. But I don't know. I feel like when she used the buzz saws or whatever, it always looked super choppy. She had a couple like stinker line reads that I was just like, she kind of took me out of it a little bit. Um, yeah, so that I'll go with the engineer for me. That was kind of the one character that I felt like was a miss.
It's a good call. She stunk.
Stunk.
Yeah. As like, like the henchman stunk.
Yeah.
Um, there's a lot of choices for me, to be honest. I guess I'll go. Um, I don't want to take it from Robbie, so I'm not gonna
Thank
take
you.
him. I'll take the girlfriend. She just annoyed the shit out of me. I don't remember the one
Eve.
that gave them all the info with the selfies.
Eve.
Eve, yeah.
She was annoying, but
It's very annoying.
I
I
kind
get
of
it's the character, but it just was
yeah.
annoying.
Um, I don't want to do it because I was so excited to see him as Lex Luthor, but I'll go Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Just no charisma,
No
no
juice.
no juice,
No juice.
no emotion for the character. I mean, awful. He had more emotion in the movie with Ray Fiennes, the diner, whatever the fuck in the menu. Um, yeah, I was upset by his performance. I thought he was better than that, but hey. Everybody has to cash a check once in a while, and I get it. But yeah, that's the issues I had. Just the backstories, or even just like you just get introduced to him, and and you're supposed to know like, oh, this is a bad guy. Why? Why is he bad?
Because
Why
he's
does he?
bald.
Wait, facts, but what? How do you amass this wealth? Maybe they said it. Maybe I was already on Planet Krypton by the time they decided to say that. But yeah, terrible.
Yeah, total agree. Stinker. He just was just it was either he was like being a dick to the people who work for him or he was like yelling about but just angry yelling, not like anything. There's no substance to any of it.
No, nothing.
For my honorary mentions, I'm gonna defend the honor of David Corenswet and Lex Luthor in this movie. I did like them both. I 100% get it. Like if there was more backstory to them, um, this would have been a completely different performance that I think that you guys, or excuse me, you would have looked at their performances completely different. I feel like once I bought into this movie, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed like how evil Lex is in this movie. I don't know if he's this evil in everything else, but like literally Russian roulette, like holding all those people hostage for like the tiniest offenses, just flying off the handle and like just letting that envy and jealousy consume him. And like I really felt that out of him towards the end of the movie. Yeah, I enjoyed them both. I enjoyed them both. I can understand your guys' points, but I kind of I enjoyed like the aw shucks from David Corenswet as Superman, like those moments where he's not
Golly.
yeah, where he's not like in the thick of fighting this huge battle, like just him being kind of that, you know, Midwestern, middle America, all American boy. Yeah, I'll defend their honor for my honey mentions.
I just want to be go on record that I don't think Superman stunk at all. I thought he was very good.
Oh,
Agree.
cool. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought he was
not
very
my
good.
favorite, but I liked him, and I actually wanted more of like the aw shucks Midwestern like naive Clark
I
Kent.
wanted
Like,
more Clark Kent stuff. Yeah,
give me more.
exactly.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want more phone booth. Give me some phone booth. I know there's not we don't have any more, but come on, just one. Where does he come
Um,
out of a cell tower? I guess now. What happens? Where does he come from?
that's true. Yeah. Um, you have any Ani mentions, Robbie?
Yeah, I'll go. Well, what's his name? Actually, I don't. I forgot. I don't know his first name, but I'll go Christopher Reeve's son as the reporter in the movie. Shout out to him. Bring the legacy.
Yeah.
I thought it was Gio
Um,
Benitez, but it wasn't, so I was wrong.
I thought it was Mr. G.
Who was Mr. G? The weather?
Yeah, for Channel
Yeah.
11.
yeah. Um, I have a couple of Ani mentions. In the interest of time, I won't like mention everybody, but for favorites, I did like Perry, but like we saw him for like 4 seconds. Like, give me a little more of him. What's his name? He's fucking awesome.
Wendell Pierce?
Yeah, we got
Oh,
like four
Wendell.
seconds of him.
I need more Wendell.
Need more. Shit.
She.
That's no, that's
Oh,
That's
that's
yeah.
I'm thinking of the wire. Yeah.
but he is in a while.
Yeah. The
Wendell
other.
Pierce.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Isaiah
He's bunk.
Washington
I thank
Jr.
you.
He's bunk.
Um. Um. And
She.
love Supergirl's appearance. That was fantastic. Give me more of her, Millie Alcock. She like see that's like maybe that's what was missing for me is like all right, we've seen so many takes on Superman. Like give me something a little different. Drunk Supergirl. I
That's
don't
funny.
know. Party girl. Like that's different. That's new. Is that the direction they're gonna go? I don't know, but whatever. Um, and I don't know. I probably hated a bunch of other people, so whatever. We'll just say Ani Mensch, everybody.
My last one I'll fill in is Mr. Terrific. I did enjoy
Oh
him
yeah, I
in this
liked him.
movie. Like, again, same thing when he first came on screen. That fight with the Justice Gang, I was like, these three suck. Like, and they're kind of corny, and I'm not like they're definitely in this movie for 13 seconds just to be in it, and like they didn't care. But as those characters became more involved, I was super into them.
Yeah. Hawk Girl's cool too, but again, 5 seconds.
Yeah, she was in it the least.
Yeah. Um, all right. Any other Ani Mentions for characters? Scenes. Least favorite first?
Sure, why not?
I
What
can go.
who yeah, Robbie.
95% of the movie was my least favorite scene. And that's that. I don't have any favorite scenes. I really don't. I think it was the first time I was like, this is every scene I hate. So sorry if I'm being, downtrodden, but this movie fucking stunk.
You want to go, Ryan?
Sure. Hey, I think this is the first time in how many years we've been doing this? Like to not, yeah, to just completely hate a movie. That's fine.
Godzilla minus one.
Oh, and you know what's funny? I did
Okay.
read that James Gunn took some inspiration for that. I'm like, oh, that's why I
Really?
hate it.
That's why it fucking sucked.
Yeah. Um, uh, I don't know. Least favorite, yeah. Every scene with Lex Luthor yelling and screaming because I was just like, why are you so mad?
Why you mad, bro?
Like Benny
Yeah.
said, I would have rather had Lex Luger doing a couple of fucking Lex presses. Let's driving around the Lex
Lex
Express.
Express. My least favorite was, I kind of alluded to a few times, but the the scene where the Justice Gang comes in and fights because I thought a lot of the banter was corny and like that was like your first impression of those guys and like I guess it kind of makes sense as you get to know those characters a little bit. But even that, like, I was like, we're starting this movie off kind of rocky, and like these guys are like being super corny, and obviously my thoughts change after that. But that's kind of the point where I was like, I don't know if this is as good as some people said it was.
Um, favorite now?
Yeah, favorite. I will go the Mr. Terrific fight scene. Just the first of all, I love the hologram of Superman, like that's like so video game, type of thing.
Yeah.
Um, and then him putting Lois in the dome and just like literally just beating the shit out of everybody on the island with the what were the spheres or
T-spheres.
whatever. Yeah. Um, and just how defensive he was over the T spheres, and they're not circles. It's a 3D 3 dimensional object. Uh, but yeah, he beat the crap out of all those guys. So that was, I think, one of the. I think all the fight scenes are pretty good, but that was one of the better ones.
Totally agree. You stole that from me. And at first I was like, oh shit, because the song was playing was Noah and the Whale. Like I like that song. I have listened to it for years, but I'm like, it doesn't fit. Like it's like trying to be like I don't even know.
It was very Guardians of the Galaxy to
Yes,
have that song in that scene.
yes. But it just I didn't feel like it fit. Whereas a lot of the other song choices I thought were like pretty good. Especially the last song. Um But yeah, I was like shocked to hear that song because it's an old like indie love song, and but it didn't fit in the scene. But I agree, the scene was cool. I'll go favorite scene, Mrs. Kent yelling at the cell phone on speakerphone because it was fantastic, and it was like I want to see more of that. Give me more the Kents being like wholesome and so funny.
Me? I
Yeah.
will
Yep.
go with every time Rachel Brosnahan was on the screen and her fantastic outfits. She really did it for me in this movie. She was very good, but those outfits were top notch.
Dynamite.
And don't you tell me I know a smoker when I see it with chewing on the pens.
Yeah.
She was definitely lighting up Newports in the back.
Oh, please. I wanted to join her.
Any Ani mentions?
Give me the Jimmy Olsen Eve scenes, or just like anytime that they interacted with each other, like just his reactions to everything was so funny. And, just trying to like avoid
Hanging out.
hanging out with her, and then oh, we got to hang out the whole weekend. He's like, all right, till when? I just thought that their little chemistry was good.
Nice. I'll go Ani Mensch favorite. I did like a lot of the Fortress of Solitude scenes. I liked that they brought in the robots. I don't like Bradley Cooper, but he was fine as his dad. But yeah, overall, I liked what they did with the Fortress of Solitude. Sometimes it's I think feel like it's easy to make an ice palace lame or a crystal palace lame.
Crystal Light shout out.
Any other Ani mentions?
Not for me, no.
All right. Ben, quick question. Did the missus watch with you, and what did she think?
She did. She liked it as well.
Okay.
She enjoyed it.
Curious.
She said she might have gone 8.6.
Wow. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Two
I'm
peas in a pod.
overheating. I'm overheating.
She liked it. Hey, Mikey. She liked it.
I think I'm done hanging out with the Bodias. You're out of my speed.
How dare you?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
What do I
mad.
need?
I'm mad that I hated
Give it another chance at some point.
I
No.
love that I hated it
it. You're so happy.
because I knew it.
You
I
did.
hate my opponents.
That's right. But yeah, I mean, watch Peacemaker.
I just want to say that man, James Gunn, I forgive you.
Like Shawn Michaels.
Anything else
So,
on Superman?
yes.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
I don't know how deep into the Superman lore you go, Ryan, but
Not super deep.
Is
DC, like you
that-
said, DC was corny.
yeah, is that storyline with the message like legit?
That I don't know. I
Excuse me.
thought about like looking it up, but I wanted to not get too deep into like the lore before talking with you guys. But even whether it's true or not, I feel like I don't know, it just like they didn't do enough with it. Like it was like this message, and I'm questioning everything I've ever believed in, and it was like over in like 5 minutes. I
Yeah,
felt like I don't know. It just I don't know. It just seemed like too rushed, too let's get through this so we can get to the rest of the stuff. It's like let's just eat the appetizer as fast as fucking possible so we can get to the rest of the food. Enjoy it, man. Slow down.
yeah. I feel you. I feel.
Yeah. But I did want to look that up if that was in the comic books or not. I didn't read a ton of Superman. Eh,
Fair enough.
yeah. All right. So next year we'll watch whatever comes out next.
I think Superman 2 is 2027.
Yeah, it's already like written, apparently.
Yeah, I think they start filming next year.
I gotta hear, please, please, someone who liked this movie that is listening, send us the goddamn message. Like, I need to know, like, especially if you're really deep into Superman lore. Like, was this a good representation? Is that why people are liking it? Like, I don't understand. I tried to read a ton of reviews, and it just was like a lot of people are shitting on it. So I'm like, how does this have a 7.2? But who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. No one's gonna message us shit, but I would love to hear the more of the counterpoint.
Facts.
Whatever. All right.
When I hear a sound, I rap at
That's
the
it
door,
then.
My young son Gabriel walks in.
Robbie, tell him good night.
My wife said,
All
no,
right, Superman.
Gabriel, leave. I said, no.
Forever.
Let the boy
Goodbye.
watch. Let
Good night.
the boy watch. He needs to learn the way I learned from my father. The way he learned from his father. Let